It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. A moment now to check out some numbers for Brandon Ingram.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick, and it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And for Las Vegas, R.J. Barrett is out there with Johnson. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Drummond in at center. And with the trade deadline behind us, GA, that is a busy time for front offices.
Yeah, and for every trade that takes place, hundreds more are proposed. I don't envy the GM's long hours behind the scenes.
Now, here's quickly. The layup missed. At the top of the key, Thompson. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Ingram against Thompson. Now here's Ingram. Five on the clock. Releases. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Here's Barrett. Good D by Barnes. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Dick passes to Barnes. In the corner, it's Ingram. Lets it go from deep. And again, Toronto no up.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Onside, Barrett. Going inside. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist from Barrett.
Well, critical in the pick and roll that you be able to deliver the ball in a timely spot and in the right position. And R.J. Barrett does just that.
Now here is Pirtle. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Johnson. Out to Barrett. They get it again. Pass to Barnes. Thompson surveying the floor. Thompson sets the pick for Barrett. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Over Barrett, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. It's all knotted up.
And there's a shot that Ingram has mastered, the pull-up.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Ingram. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Andre Drummond picks one up. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, Quickly finished second in 6th Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
Now, here's Johnson. Nothing on the board.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Dick. After the basket by Las Vegas. Now Pirtle. Pass to Barnes. And here's Ingram from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Ingram's got 5.
A solid shooter from outside the arc. Ingram is fantastic at realizing when he should take those shots.
Now here's Drummond. 8 points his last outing. Here's Barrett. And he banks in the layup. Barrett's got his second basket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Barnes outside. Ingram outside. Pass to Barnes. And it's quickly in the corner. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Absolutely no hesitation from Quickly on the range shot right there. What confidence.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, here's what Las Vegas' head coach had to say earlier. And their focus on defense, Brandon Ingram. Coach told me Brandon presents unique problems. It's the skill and size combination. You just don't see it too often. Anytime Ingram touches the ball, everyone will be focused on stopping him. Should be a good one tonight, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Ingram. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 7 points in the game.
Great job of just letting that play develop. Ingram showing a little IQ there.
Drummond. Johnson finds Drummond. Drummond sets the screen for Thompson. Pass to Drummond. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
Almost mind-boggling that you could string together brilliant basketball over such a sustained period of time. Think about the focus that they have to bring nightly. Think about the commitment to grinding it out every single night, regardless of your opponent. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
And Barnes sends it back.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
Ingram kicks to Quickly. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Oklahoma City. Out to Barrett. Johnson up top, quickly covering. Tries it from 9. And he hits the jump shot. Johnson's got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Inside, and stolen by Drummond. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Raptors trail by 3. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Here's Dick. Barrett covering. It's Ingram on the wing. He has 7, 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An aggressive take from Ingram inside, earning the whistle in the process.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Las Vegas.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Chris Middleton's checked in for Andre Drummond. Duncan Robinson comes in for Barnes. And it's Clarkson in for Barrett. Up the floor. Another possession, another assist.
Hard to be a better passer than this man. What a rare combination of talent and unselfishness.
He is clearly the engine that makes this team go, isn't he? And right now, he's closing in on the 5th most assists in a single season.
Yeah, inching closer to what Isaiah Thomas did back in 1985. How about 1,123 dimes? Of course, Isaiah did that while leading his team in scoring as well.
To the middle, and it's Thompson with the jam.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
And here are the Raptors now. After the basket by Las Vegas. Barnes screen on Thompson. Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Magic Johnson picks one up. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
Brandon Ingram taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram.
An all-star in this league. I think Ingram still flies a bit under the radar, but Brandon can be a #1 option, no doubt.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Grant's checked in. Robinson's checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Barnes. Now here's Middleton. Still scoreless. Allen against Robinson. Bucket is good. And Las Vegas leads by 5.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
For 3, Ingram buries the long-range jumper. Ingram's got 14 points for the game.
A natural-born scorer. Ingram is a walking bucket, and he can beat you in so many ways.
Now, here's Johnson. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Middleton. And he gets it to go.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Quickly against Johnson. Quickly the pass to Ingram over Johnson. Here's Robinson. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Pass to Clarkson. It's Robinson high post. He's against Allen.
2 minutes remaining.
Johnson surveying the floor. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Robinson's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
And there's the drive. And it's quickly missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Raptors trail by 5. Allen with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Walter can't get it to go. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Las Vegas. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence the crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Toronto's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Quickly kicks to Robinson. Pass to Ingram. Now quickly. Here's Walter. And the Raptors miss again. Grant outside. Down low. Here's Clarkson. Rebound by the Raptors. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
There has to be a willingness to take chances, jumping for steals, getting out in passing lanes, and all of that worked in their favor.
Here's Johnson. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Allen passes to Quickly. For 3, Ingram. That shot off. Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force for Las Vegas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
We've got Ellis. Grant is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Clarkson in at the 2 spot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And for the Raptors, they've got Robinson. Walter out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Ingram. And it's Abaji in at the 4 spot. And for Las Vegas, they've got Jordan Clarkson. Grant is out there with Robinson. Then it's Ellis. And it's Boucher in at the 5 spot.
Well, the athletic Jeremy Grant, so good at initiating contact. He gets the defense to react to his aggressiveness.
The free throw drops for Grant. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally, is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Here's Ellis. The Raptors getting the bucket. Clarkson outside. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Pass to Boucher. Over Robinson. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got the lead up to 9 now for Las Vegas.
Well, you got to get to that in-between game sometimes. Chris Boucher getting to that mid-range jumper.
Ingram against Grant. Unloads from 13. Out to Ingram. Here's Abaji. And the 3 ball is good. Abaji's got 5 points so far.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
At this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. And you look at Walter, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
That one falls for Robinson. So for Las Vegas, Andre Drummond's checked in for Chris Boucher. Thompson comes in for Grant, and R.J. Barrett subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Robinson hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Ellis against Allen. Pass to Mobo. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Ellis outside. Out to Barrett. The shot's good. 7 points for R.J. Barrett.
Oh, that's a big-time rip by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me? I could finish anyway.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Raptors trail by 7. Ingram left side. Good D by Thompson. Las Vegas, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the set.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
So for Las Vegas, Barnes comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Johnson in for Ellis. Pass to Mobo. Allen outside. There's the pick. Here's the three. And again, Toronto no up. Las Vegas leading by 9. Here's Johnson. And Thompson throws it down.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson. A freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Ingram outside. All sorts of time. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got his 3rd assist on the night. Allen against Johnson. Pass to Barrett. And he converts the layup. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
Allen against Johnson. Here's Abaji. 5 points in the game. They set the pick. Allen for 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Johnson finds Thompson. On the wing, Barnes. Johnson against Allen. Out to Barrett. And here's Barnes for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And this matchup with Las Vegas, it's their first meeting of the season.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Now here's Allen. No scoring in this one. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. So it's Las Vegas now. After the Raptors pick up 2. Takes a shot at the elbow. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for Las Vegas. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Dick finds quickly. Here's Pirtle. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Screen by Pirtle. It'll go, and the Las Vegas lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Barnes.
How about Scotty Barnes showing off his IQ and picking?
And another assist for him.
His vision is incomparable, and he's all about the team.
Really making history. Now tied for the 5th most assists in a single year. That's pretty astonishing when you think about it.
I mean, just as it was back in 1985 when Isaiah Thomas registered 1,123, this guy is showing no signs of slowing down.
Las Vegas leading by 11. On the wing, Barnes. They get it back. Drummond is just to Johnson. Second chance shot. Pass to Drummond. Stolen by Quickly. For the 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Raptors trail by 11. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA, had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little. And again, another assist.
And historically significant. He's now dished out the 5th most assists in a single season.
And you can see his teammates love him for it. I mean, it's got to be exciting to play alongside someone like this.
And the man he passed on the list, Isaiah Thomas, was also one of the more exciting players to team up with. Unselfish basketball. You gotta love it.
Barnes kicks to Ingram. From down in the low post, it goes. Ingram's got 20 points.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Here's Thompson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And Las Vegas leads by 13.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Ingram against Thompson. Puts up a three. And Brandon Ingram gets the three. Ingram's got 7 points here in this quarter.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Well, that's just an excellent possession from this team. When you set up Andre Drummond down low, you're going to either take contact, get to the foul line, score it. So productive inside.
Las Vegas shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. Allen's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Second free throw, no good.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim. Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Las Vegas making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Pirtle, high post. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Barnes kicks to Johnson. Johnson, double team. Barrett, wide open, he fires. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 8 now on the night. Quickly the pass to Dick. On the wing, Barnes. Covered by Barnes. Barnes kicks to Allen. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Barrett. Here's Middleton. And another assist.
And his playmaking and vision this season have been off the charts.
Well, that last assist tied him for the 4th most during a season. Guys, just incredible stuff.
And he needs just 3 more to get into 3rd. Second place is just 9 away, so he can keep climbing this leaderboard.
Johnson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Thompson with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against Memphis.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Raptors ball.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at Las Vegas. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all.
And for Las Vegas, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And here is Allen. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. Got a piece of it quickly. And it's Johnson with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Barnes against Barnes. Barnes passes to Dick. Now Pirtle. Back to Dick. Pass to Quickly. From deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Johnson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. In the corner, Middleton with it. Back to Thompson. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Pirtle.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Barnes outside. Back to Dick. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
So much balance when Dick's in the air. Always able to square his chest and make a confident stroke.
Thompson, a screen on Barnes. Another possession, another assist.
And that feed moves him into 4th place alone on the list of single-season assist leaders.
He's been in complete command of this offense since day one. What a season.
And John Stockton had more assists a few times, but if he's the only guy ahead of you, it tells you just how special this season has been.
And so it's Las Vegas with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebound, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Raptors.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime. But
and again, another assist.
And every game, the assist totals get higher and higher. Exceptional playmaking from him all year long.
And he is now even for 3rd most assists in a single NBA season. What a year he's had.
And now to say he has matched John Stockton's 1988 record, an incredible 1,128 assists.
There at the pass to Thompson. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now, here's Quickly. And it's Pirtle at the elbow. Pass to Ingram. Quickly with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Quickly's got 11.
Well, this is Quickly's game in a nutshell. This guy's thinking score as soon as he touches it.
Barrett, no good. Out to the right wing. Drummond dishes to Barnes. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Johnson with it. Pass to Barrett. And another assist for him.
Up he climbs on that historic ladder. The assists are endless with him.
His great performance all year is now the third highest assist total ever in a single NBA season. This is incredible stuff.
And to see him pass John Stockton for third in assists is breathtaking. Still has several Stockton records ahead of him to aim for.
That one misses for Barrett.
Well, one thing you love about R.J. Barrett is he is a scorer at heart. This guy will hunt shots. He's going to be aggressive. And when he gets on a roll, look out, guys. But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Poeltl, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
Now, quickly, 11 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Ingram. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Barrett. And again, another assist.
And the playmaking he has shown all season long is just nothing short of stupendous.
Well, you can't help, Craig, but appreciate the greatness as he moves towards the second spot for most assists in an NBA season.
And it was Stockton passing to Malone in 1990 that allowed Stockton to tally 1,134 assists. And that number's in sight for this playmaker's incredible season.
Toronto calls timeout.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Thompson. Putting up about 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Emmanuel. Oh, I love that dish down low.
Quickly against Johnson. Barnes outside. Pass to Thompson. On the wing, Johnson. Quickly covering. Barrett for 3. Good on the triple. Barrett's got 21.
R.J. Barrett has size, quickness, and a knack for scoring the basketball.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Here's Dick. Barnes outside. Pass to Ingram. The putback. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Las Vegas. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Ingram outside. Quickly the pass to Dick. It's Ingram on the wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. You look at Johnson, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, Andre Drummond, several spots down. Another one of the great rebounders in the league. What a season on the glass for him so far.
The work this twosome has done on the boards over that period cannot be overlooked. They've both been big factors. That's
also good, so he hits both free throws. Las Vegas, they've got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Grant outside. Johnson outside. Grant kicks to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Thompson passes to Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Raptors shooting about 42% so far. And here's quickly for 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Ingram. Birtle sets the pick for Ingram. To the inside. Birtle inside. Working on Grant. Birtle's shot is off. Barrett the pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
Toronto, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Toronto working the ball around now. And it's Ingram missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And it's quickly in the corner. Pass to Dick. Quickly against Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. They get it back. Ingram wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ingram's got 7 points for the quarter.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Lets it go from 14. Dick, that's good. Dick's got his second bucket.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Johnson. Barnes up top. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's quickly in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's in there. 23 points for R.J. Barrett.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Pass to Dick. On the wing, Barnes. Covered by Barnes. For 3, Ingram connects from 3-point range. Ingram's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Out to Barrett. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Dick. They get a hand on it. And the layup's good off the glass. Dick's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Johnson, the pass to Grant. Back to Johnson. Now, here's Barrett. Dick defending. They get the rebound. Pass to Thompson. Barnes outside. Outside, Barrett. The 3. Barnes can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
There's the double team with Grant. Now, quickly. Fires the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Barnes against Quickly. Down low. Here's Pirtle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Pirtle's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we know Pirtle very efficient down there. This guy has got great post moves and soft touch.
To the middle. Here's Barrett. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Quickly finds Pirtle. Back to Quickly. A reserve to his first 3.5 seasons. Quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready. Quickly wanted to be a starter in this league.
And it's a completely new group for Las Vegas. A new group in now for the Raptors. Here's Clarkson. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Clarkson leaving no doubt with that finish, folks.
Raptors trail by 21. Here's to Abaji. And here's Quickly for three. Boucher with the rebound.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Wasted no time on that one.
Olynyk giving the defense no time to react. Quick catch and shoot.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Stolen by Clarkson. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Las Vegas.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And the experience and consistency Middleton offers is valuable to this team. He's still such an important player.
Here's Walter. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Allen. And they get it. Robinson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Las Vegas has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Clarkson outside. To the paint. Stolen by Robinson. Now the Raptors moving it up. Allen with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Magic Johnson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
He hits both from the stripe. Las Vegas leading by 23. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Ellis dishes to Clarkson. Quickly against Ellis. Pass to Middleton. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Inside. Here's Allen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Ellis. Boucher sets a screen for Ellis. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Las Vegas ahead, running away with this one. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Ellis. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Clarkson in at the 2. Allen in the post. He's guarded by Ellis. Robinson misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to Olynyk. Plays it up and banks it in. Olynyk's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Las Vegas. Allen with the ball. Working on Ellis.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Middleton outside. Boucher sets a screen for Middleton. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Walter. Allen finds Robinson. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Boucher with a screen on Allen. Pass to Boucher. Clarkson taking his time here. Pulls up. Kept alive. Boucher kicks to Middleton. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And if you're trying to get the most out of Middleton offensively, put him in catch-and-shoot situations.
Ingram passes to Robinson. There's the 3. Boucher with the rebound. Las Vegas leading by 22.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Ingram against Middleton. Ingram dishes to Allen. Robinson sets a screen for Allen. There's the triple. Stolen by Clarkson. Pass to Olynyk. A 3-ball. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, Kelly Olynyk on balance, soft touch with the deep shot. Love his concentration.
Ingram passes to Abaji. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And again, Toronto no up.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
To the inside, Boucher, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Allen. Outside, Robinson. And again, no good by Toronto. Las Vegas has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Ellis with it. Pass to Middleton. Takes a 3. Abaji pulls it in. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. For 3, Ingram. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Boucher's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. but there is no making up for lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night, you leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7, and this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Boucher. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Raptors, Orlando Robinson. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Dick's checked in for the Raptors. He hits the second from the line. And here's Las Vegas. They're on a 10-1 run. Allen against Ellis. Clarkson outside. Kicks it down to Middleton. Clock at 6. Shot from the wing. That one drops for him.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
Pass to Dick. Back to Ingram. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Middleton against Ingram. Middleton can't get it to go. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Allen inside the three-point line, and Chris Middleton pulls it down. Clarkson outside. Banked in off the glass.
Well, just gets into the thick of the defense and makes a terrific play. Go ahead, Jordan Clarkson.
Poked loose, stolen by Clarkson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Allen. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Dick, that's good.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The team had already collapsed inside.
Las Vegas calls timeout. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Magic Johnson.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And Las Vegas making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Quickly the pass to Purtle. Back to Quickly. Purtle with a screen on Johnson. And taken away by Magic. Now Las Vegas moving it up. All going up court. Another possession. Another assist.
Great passing from him all season long as he continues his march on the record books.
He's now tied, Greg, for the second most assists in a single season. Utterly phenomenal.
And to be putting up assist totals equal to John Stockton is something special. Records people thought may never be touched.
Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
And it's Johnson penetrating, and Robinson wide open, and another assist for him.
And with that assist, he continues this season of excellence.
Now up to number 2 on the all-time assist list. What a playmaker.
It used to be all Stockton in the top 3 for most assists in a season, but now there's a new face. Incredible to pass the 1,134 assists Stockton had back in 1990.
How about the vertical Emmanuel Quickly is showing you right there? That is tough.
Drummond passes to Johnson. Now here is Robinson. Shoots over Dick. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Quickly against Johnson. Now, here's Quickly. He's tightly guarded. Comes up empty down low. Johnson up top. Dick defending. Johnson kicks to Thompson. Johnson against Quickly. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson double teamed and stolen by Barnes. And it's Quickly in the corner. Back to Ingram. Great touch on the 16-footer. Ingram's got 37.
And this is Ingram's bread and butter. A terrific mid-range shooter who looks to score from there often.
Outside, Barrett.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Dick and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Johnson goes in. Johnson double teamed. Dick with the steal. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all? And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Las Vegas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Magic Johnson.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
Ingram passes to Quickly. No good from outside.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And here is Quickly. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Magic Johnson.